Hi there. Um, Another update. This time, basically what I got recently. This is not an update where I'm going to show part of my collection that I already own. This is all stuff that I got last 2 weeks. All of it is basically from thrift stores and goodwill centers and stuff like that. So they're dirt cheap, and the quality of the sleeves may not be that excellent, but still really happy that I have these pieces of music, of records, of vinyl, of CDs. So, first up, 7 inches. This is Skin Deep by the Stranglers. I love the Stranglers. This is their later period, which is not really that good overall, but Skin Deep is still a great track. And I've got Loke, Got It Going On. I prefer this one above Funky Cold Medina and Wild Thing. This is a lot more like real hip hop, if you get what I mean. So that's Loke. And then one I was really happy with is the original Dutch 7-inch of Sloop John B by the Beach Boys from 1966. Cost me 85 cents, which is, wow, very cheap. So yeah, Sloop John B, Beach Boys, love them. Those are the 7 inches. I'm gonna do the vinyl now. This is Every Night with Angelica by Les Etoiles. It's a Dutch band from, this is, I guess, 1969. When I looked at it, I thought this is going to be like Shocking Blue, you know, the band who did Venus and Love Buzz. But it's not at all. It's more poppy. It's got, I started a joke on it, Built Me Up Buttercup back in the USSR. It's pretty okay. You know, I've heard better music, a lot better music from the late 60s, but it's part of my collection. Then we have Brilliant Trees by David Sylvian, solo album of his. I haven't really listened to this one yet. I know it's got some great guest musicians like Holger Tsukai from Can, and Ryuichi Sakamoto is on it as well. So yeah, great record, I hope. Then another Dutch album. This is from 1964 or 65, I'm not too sure. This is Boudewijn de Groot. He is considered the Dutch Donovan, and yeah, he is. He really is the Dutch Donovan. He's not the Dutch Bob Dylan, but really the Dutch Donovan. Great tracks on here. A lot of Dutch versions from, you know, classic 60s tracks. But the lyrics are just awesome. If you want to delve a little into Dutch music, you must come across this and you must check it out. So yeah, Boudewijn de Groot, there you are. Then one which cost me 50 euro cents, and the sleeve shows you why. This is Metal by Pink Floyd, and as you can see, there's tape all over the place, and there's stretches here. The vinyl itself is in good quality. You know, it's playable. I got it this cheap, basically because I love the very early part of Pink Floyd, the period with Syd Barrett, and I'm not too sure how much I still like the older Pink Floyd, so I'm slowly going towards the mid to late 70s. I used to own Dark Side of the Moon and Wish You Were Here, but I got rid of those because not really my kind of music. So this is from 1971, and it's a lot different than the first 2 albums that they did, but I'm giving it a shot. Then we've got Magna Carta, Lord of the Ages. It's on Vertigo. I thought, seeing this cover and seeing the Vertigo logo, that this would be progressive rock. It's not. It's folk music, and it's pretty good. from what I've heard. Yeah, it's typical British folk music in the vein of bands like Pentangle and stuff like that. So this is pretty good. Then Grace Jones, Slave to the Rhythm. I've been listening to a lot of Grace Jones lately, and I didn't own this one yet. Her record produced by Trevor Horn. Basically, it's only one track cut up in 8 different sections, and well, it's maybe one of her biggest hits from the 80s. Even though I prefer Nipple to the Bottle a lot better. That's from her Living My Life album, which I think is her best record from what I've heard. I haven't heard all of her records yet, but so this is Grace Jones. Another record I'm really happy with. This is J.R. Walker and the All-Stars with Shotgun. Original release on Motown Records. It's got a little scrawls, scribbling on there. I see that a lot. People just write, oh, it's a slow song, or a little cross that I like it. I never ever do that, but people used to do that probably. Anyway, Shotgun, J.R. Walker and the All-Stars. Great soul music, rhythm and blues. Then Simple Minds with Sparkle in the Rain. Has their hit Waterfront. Another band that I knew them, of course, and but I slowly start to get more and more into their music. This is not as good as I think it's called Dances and Empires. I'm not too sure, but their early 80s stuff. This is from 1983. It's a good album, but you know, I need to listen to it a lot more. And Duran, Notorious. Turn this down a little bit. Notorious. I basically stopped after their live album Arena. Didn't like their later songs. Notorious, didn't like it in the past, and recently I've been listening to a lot of 80s music, and Notorious, yeah, it is good. It is actually a really good track, and so is Skin Trade and Meet El Presidente. So to complete my Duran Duran collection. And the last vinyl, it's Space. I'm not gonna pronounce the title. It's the best of French release on Vogue Records. Space is sort of a electronic disco band from the late 70s, early 80s. You can call it Italo disco. You can call it, you know, like I don't know, electro pop or whatever. It's very good music. I like it. This is my kind of 80s stuff. So if you're into 80s music, check out Space. Now I'm going to show the CDs I have. First up is Hits of the 80s. This is a Dutch compilation on a record label called Sally Ford. It's got mostly Dutch bands doing covers by 80s acts like The Cure, Tiffany, Sonic Youth, Harold Faltermeyer, Depeche Mode, Twisted Sister, and there's even a German band called Münchener Freiheit. And that's cheesy. When I saw it, I was like, no, you're kidding me. But it's okay. So that's Hits of the 80s. Then I have Telo Dance Classics Volume 1. There's 4 of these. This is a Dutch series of CDs, LPs, and cassettes. There you are. It's got, you know, classic Italian disco music on it from the early 80s. And I like that a lot, so I just had to get that. There's also a, I think, 16 or 17 part series from the same company, and that's simply called Dance Classics, and it's got all the disco greats on it. Don't know if I will get that though, because I'm not really a disco fan. Then Turin Breaks, Jack in the Box. It's on Source Records. Yeah, I knew their name, and so I just picked it up, listened to it quickly, and it's pretty good. It's a semi-acoustic band from England. They're really okay. Some hip-hop. This is Quantum Spectrum. It's a compilation released on Moax. It's got Black Delicious on it. It's got, let's see, what else? LPs on it. Jurassic 5. It's the more alternative side of hip hop, which is pretty good. So that's Quantum Spectrum. And I need to change this case because it's broken. But this is the Chronic, Dr. Dre. Not a big gangster rap fan. Actually, I don't like gangster rap at all. But this is considered one of the best hip hop records, you know, at least of the 90s. So I simply have to get it. And quick spin in my car, I listen to it, and it's actually really good. Musically, it shows really good samples there. Some more hip hop. Handsome Boy Modeling School. This is white people. It's on Electro Records. It's basically Dan the Automator and Prince Paul who are in this group or in this project, and they have lots and lots of guest stars. For example, Telo, Mike Patton, Telo from the Homo Sapien, Alex Kapranos is in it. Let's see, Jack Johnson, Rizal, Pharrell Williams, Mars Volta, RZA, Jamie Cullum. It goes all over the place in terms of guest vocalists. So, but this is pretty good. Handsome Boy Modeling School. And the last one is a record that I need to listen a lot because I don't get it at the moment. It's Miranda Sex Garden with Madra. It's released on Mute Records. It's got 25 tracks on it and it only lasts about a little over half an hour. It is classically trained vocal music. That's basically what it is. It's these three women, they sing and they have no instruments helping them out. And yeah, it's very strange and very old sounding in terms of sound. It goes towards the Middle Ages even. You gotta get into that, but I picked it up basically for the label. I kind of collect Mute records, and this is on Mute, so I just bought it. I know their name. I know I used to own a compilation where they had a track on it. And I like that one, but it's not on this CD, so we'll see. This is my update of recent stuff I got. I'll be doing another update pretty soon where I'm going to be showing another side of my collection. So that's it for now. Bye.